All right, well, welcome back to the Peter and Parker podcast.
Yay.
Say that 5 times fast, right? And so we are excited to be here again and to celebrate Christmas. This is our Christmas podcast. And today we have a special guest. We have Ewa Bosch.
Yay!
And she is from Poland.
Mm-hmm.
And you are teaching in our BT department, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And how long have you been teaching in our BT department?
It's my second year.
So we're excited that she is here today. She's going to talk about her traditions in Poland as we talk about traditions in India and America as well. And so really we're going to first talk about tradition, or really how we celebrate Christmas away from our homes.
Yeah.
And so that's really kind of my big question, because I've only been in Mongolia for three and a half months or 3 months. And so really I have the question of how have you celebrated Christmas in Mongolia, that you've been here for 3 years, and how long have you been
3 years.
here? 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let y'all, whoever wants to start.
You want to go first? Yeah.
Okay, so my first Christmas in Mongolia was right after I moved here.
Mhm.
And I came just before Christmas, like 1 week before Christmas. And I thought that was a good idea, but then I was here and then nothing was happening for Christmas. And it felt so sad, and I felt so far away from my family.
Mm-hmm.
But then, fortunately, because I do have a Polish friend here, so then I found out actually from somebody else that she's organizing a traditional Polish Christmas Eve dinner at her place. And so I went there, and even though it was very short, but at least we had some of the traditional things, and it made me feel a little bit more at home. So I did have the Christmassy traditional celebration, even though like around me it just seemed like a normal day. So I guess you just have to put a little bit more effort into making it special then.
Yeah, absolutely.
works.
Absolutely. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. What about you, Peter?
For me, I think I was shocked. It was a culture shock to me. My first time. That there was nothing going on, and I was expecting a lot. Even decorations and songs and gifts and all kinds of things, but I would say that some friends invited me to their house and for dinner, even though it wasn't necessarily on the Christmas day, but somewhere a bit near the Christmas day. And so I think that really kind of comforted me in a way. That yes, I do have a place to go and eat. I don't know, just somewhere to go and eat. Christmas dinner, it was just so traditional to me, and so it was so important in a sense. And so instead of being alone and not celebrating it, I think together with friends and eating together, sharing a meal was just good. Besides that, it's quite different here. It's quite different. But it's interesting.
Yeah, my expectations. I mean, I lived in China for 1.5 years, and so I celebrated Christmas twice over there. And, I didn't know if people celebrated Christmas at all. They do have a lot of Christmas decorations. You're walking through the mall, and you see all these Christmas decorations, and all of a sudden I started hearing, "Mary, did you know?" I was like, oh my gosh, there's a Christmas song I know. And so they just play the music, and I think they're just borrowing from, Western tradition, of course. But the way that we celebrate Christmas there was we just got together with friends, and we opened presents on Christmas Day, and had those traditions. And so, for me in Mongolia, that's kind of what I'm expecting and what I'm wanting to do here.
But I think there's one tradition that I see here that we don't have in my place, is the Secret Santa thing, where people give each other gifts, but without letting the other person know. And so we will have, for example, a table where we'll go and we are assigned names secretly. We'll pick up the names, and then for 1 week, maybe it depends on the organization. So for 1 week, I need to give secret gifts to the other person until maybe the last day. We will reveal who we are, and it's just so exciting. So of course, today our attentions are on Ewa Bosch, who is here with us. What does a typical, a Polish Christmas look like? Tradition, yes.
Yes, so Polish Christmas, actually the most important day, I think, or the most special day during our Christmas celebration is Christmas Eve, and all the family gathers, and we. So the children have to look out for the first star, and when the first star appears on the sky, then we can start. Wow. And then we have a special Christmas dinner. But before we have the dinner, we share Christmas wishes, and we do this in a special way. So we have a wafer. So it looks kind of like paper.
Almost like a little cracker.
Yes, kind of like a very thin cracker. Yeah, let's call it a thin cracker. Okay. So we have this thin cracker. It's called opłatek. And it's white, and usually it has some kind of Christmas picture on it. And then, so you hold. So let's pretend you're holding yours, and and I'm holding mine. So when I am sharing my wishes for you for Christmas and for New Year, then you break off a piece of my wafer.
Okay, so.
And then when I'm done, then you eat your piece.
Okay.
And then you share your wishes for me, and then I break off a piece of yours, and then I eat, and then we go to dinner, and then we go to the next
Sharing the
person,
wafers, I like it.
Yes.
Is it only for children or everyone?
No, that's for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's for everyone. So everybody shares their wishes, and only after that we can start Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. And then for Christmas Eve dinner, traditionally there are 12 dishes.
Whoa, 12.
12 traditional
A lot of
dishes,
food.
but actually I don't know all of them because we usually don't eat all of them. So there aren't many families that actually eat all of these 12, but at least some of them you would eat. And traditionally there is no meat on Christmas Eve. So for Christmas Day, and we have 2 Christmas days. Yes, we have 2 Christmas days.
2 Christmas days.
So the first day of Christmas is the 25th, and then the second day of Christmas is the 26th, because you need to visit all your family, so you need to have enough days to visit all your family.
Wow.
Yes, but on Christmas Eve we only eat dishes without meat, so fish and cabbage and mushrooms and things like that.
What's the reason behind
I'm
eating
curious too.
meat?
I think this is kind of like keeping a fast
Oh,
on that day.
okay.
So a fast meaning not eating meat, not eating anything, because you eat a lot. But yeah, so I guess that's the. But actually, I heard that this was lifted. This kind of regulation was lifted a few years ago, but I think people. I remember something interesting. So I think people still do it. And so every family, even if you don't eat these 12 dishes, every family will eat fish, and this is a special fish. It's a carp.
Yeah.
A carp. So traditionally, you buy it alive. Sorry, everyone, all the animal lovers. But so you buy it alive and you let it swim in your bathtub, and then on Christmas
This is
Eve,
so exciting.
on Christmas Eve, I don't know, the father of the house or someone has to kill the fish so that you can then eat it.
I like how you like have it in the bathtub. It's like a little pet. Like, oh, so nice. And then Dad comes along
So,
and.
How long do you put it there? Like how many days?
Yeah, it depends on when you buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, that's like completely different, like from what I know. Like in my tradition, I mean,
Well, I know, like with us, we're the opposite. You know, where I come from the South in America, and so we're like all about meat. And so we're eating. Basically, it's kind of like Thanksgiving, where we have our turkey, we have our ham, our green bean casserole, all those things that we ate at Thanksgiving. We're like, we'll just eat it again. So that's our tradition for Christmas, and typically we'll eat it on Christmas Day or Christmas afternoon.
Yeah.
So I have this weird tradition, not necessarily weird, but just kind of a fun tradition where on Christmas Eve, we'll do a Christmas Eve service at our church, usually at midnight.
Yes.
And so then you go into Christmas Day, the next day, and then we'll go to a place, like a little restaurant, and we'll eat pancakes. So it's always fun. And then we get all hopped up on sugar, and then we can't go to sleep. So that's kind of our tradition. But then we finally go to sleep, and next day we open up Christmas presents. So
Nice. So we open the presents already on Christmas Eve.
Really?
Yes, after the dinner. So Christmas Eve is the most special part of Christmas.
Yeah. So what do you, like on Christmas Day, like when you wake up, what do you typically do?
Go to church, and then have lunch, then have meat.
There it is.
Yeah,
Gotta have that meat.
And then have lots of cake, which you already had on Christmas Eve, but then on Christmas Day you continue with that, and then you visit family that wasn't there maybe on Christmas Eve.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think in my tradition, we sing a lot, like throughout. I think we started having this. We call it Christmas programs. So maybe from the 20th, maybe even the 15th of December, from like almost like every night we will have like a kind of like a fellowship. We'll sing Christmas songs and just we'll have like line up preachers.
Yeah.
And like we'll share about Christmas stories and then we eat meat. It's like usually we call it the Christmas pork, the Christmas beef. I don't know, the chicken, whatever that will be. Yeah, Christmas morning. Yeah, and then Christmas Eve is quite interesting as well. We'll have different kinds of celebrations and activities for especially the church youth will have it. Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of our traditions, they happen at the church. And so one of the things that we used to do, in almost all the churches that I've been a part of, we've done a Christmas pageant where we'll retell the Christmas story. You know, we'll have actors from, our members will be actors from our church. And sometimes we'll have live animals, and so we'll have like the sheep and the camels and everything like that, which is kind of fun. I was always a shepherd boy, and we'd dress up, but we wouldn't wear shoes. And so instead of a staff, like a shepherd would have a staff, I had the little broom that you'd sweep up because, of course, the animals would go poop and everything, so I had to sweep it up. And sometimes you'd miss, you step in it. Oh, it's not good. But it was always a fun tradition to like sing songs and to invite people to hear the Christmas story and just celebrate really the reason why we celebrate Christmas. So.
Yeah. I think for our next question, now we have so many different types of traditions, but I'm curious, what's your favorite Christmas traditions growing up?
Yeah, so you guys mentioned already singing Christmas carols. So I think that's one of my favorite traditions. We have really beautiful Polish Christmas carols that really speak about the true meaning of Christmas. Like nowadays there are so many Christmas songs that speak about other things. But the Polish Christmas carols, they really speak about Jesus being born and what this means for us. So they are really deep in meaning and very beautiful. So we sing them at church, but also some families sing them at home as well. Depends, I guess, on your family if you like singing or not. But some families also do that. So I really enjoy that. That I really enjoy about Christmas and the cake and cookies.
So what's like your favorite Christmas carol then?
So my favorite Christmas carol is called Bóg się rodzi, which means God is being born. And this is, it sounds really great if a choir sings it. So it's a beautiful one. It's a very old one. Actually, very old.
Yeah, the old ones are always very beautiful.
So I take it we're not going to hear a solo right now.
No, sorry. If there was a choir, I could do it, but unfortunately.
But I wonder, so you don't go from house to house anymore?
And not anymore, but maybe in the countryside people still do. So after Christmas, actually I'm not sure, maybe until Three Kings Day, which is 6th of January. Maybe until then people would go from Christmas till Three Kings Day. How do you call that? Three Wise Men.
Three Wise Men. I was going to say like Three Kings.
But in Polish it's called Three Kings Day. I don't know. The Wise Men became kings.
So why do we celebrate it on January 6th? Why is that?
I don't know.
Just one of those traditions?
According to the church calendar. I don't know, according to the church calendar. So anyways, it used to be like this, that people would dress up and then prepare these nativities, which is like a little kind of crib, and you put the shepherds and Mary and Joseph, and then you go from house to house, and then you sing carols, and then people are supposed to bless you with some money for that. So people used to do it more, I think. Nowadays people do it less, but maybe they still do.
That's right. I mean, Christmas carols are fun. Even in my place, we do that a lot. And then at night, we'll go from house to house. I think even in the cities, they still do it. I think we try to keep this as our tradition. Like we want to keep it, maintain it, and so we go from house to house, and then it's really nice. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, we'll do something like that too, where we'll get together as a church group and we'll go to a senior living adult home, and so we'll go and we'll sing songs to the older people. Maybe their family isn't there, and so it's kind of nice for them to hear those older Christmas hymns or Christmas carols, and so it's just kind of a fun tradition that we do as well. So
we have one more special tradition I forgot to mention that also is getting lost a little bit, but traditionally for the Christmas Eve dinner, you're supposed to put an extra extra plate, like an extra
Yeah, I have heard of that.
seat. You should
Yes.
save an extra seat with an extra plate, and then if somebody knocks on the door or rings the
Yes.
bell that doesn't have a place to go to celebrate Christmas, then you're supposed to invite them in and have them
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Let them
I think that's a
dinner.
really lovely culture. Even in my culture, we have that.
Oh, really?
In a way, but we don't really just put like that on the table. But we will always cook for more. Like my mom will always say, like, or my dad will always say, like, cook for more.
Yeah.
You know, we never know who's gonna come. And so yeah, I think we do have that. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about have you ever experienced an unusual Christmas?
Yes, so
Yeah.
I lived in South Africa for a few years, and so this is on the southern hemisphere. That means the seasons are the other way around. So usually I would go home for Christmas, but one year I was there, and so it was in the middle of summer, and it was so hot, and it was so strange for me that suddenly there's no snow, and that people are swimming in the swimming pool and doing barbecue for Christmas. That was very strange. That didn't exactly feel like Christmas. But I tried to make some of our traditional Christmas dishes for Christmas Eve with my friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
So at least that I managed to do, but otherwise it did feel a bit strange. It didn't
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's just funny because, for example, in Australia, I think winter now would be like summer almost for them. Yeah, and so I think if we were in a different place, I think it's just gonna be, if we follow the traditional like December 25th.
Yeah.
I think it can be kind of like quite a different, and I think it would be very unusual for me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
always
imagine.
it's always cold during
Yeah,
Christmas.
something
like
and-
I have
or
an
snow
expectation.
falling, you
Yeah.
know, and bundled
Yeah.
up and everything like that. And so
Yeah.
to be in, the southern hemisphere makes it that much more
Yeah.
odd. So
Yes, but I guess for them it's normal.
Yeah, I think for me, the first time I came to Mongolia, the first year I was really like shocked. It was a cultural shock for me because I think we had to go to school on Christmas Day, and I was like, whoa. And
yeah, true.
yeah, it was just my mind like couldn't
Mm-hmm.
my mind was blown. It was just like I couldn't process that.
Yeah.
And it's like wow, nothing is happening. But yeah, then I said like different countries, different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just it's very interesting.
I like how you talked about when you were in South Africa, you shared some of those traditions with those
Yeah.
friends, because that's always fun to do in Christmas. Like I'm gonna celebrate Christmas here in Mongolia, and I'm like, okay, my family's not here,
Yeah.
but I would like to celebrate Christmas with friends and just invite them into some of the traditions that we do, that me and my family have done, and it's just fun to invite them in and be a part of that. So
Yeah, I think it's just I think those are the one I think that really speak out the spirit of the Christmas, right? Like to welcome people, to love, to show love and care and comfort to one another. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go on to the rapid questions, we have rapid questions. I hope you'll be ready for that. I'm gonna ask the kind of like the last questions from the main ones. So, what are you looking forward to the most this Christmas?
Oh.
Yeah, we can start with Parker this time.
So speaking of inviting people into traditions, I've already invited some friends to come over.
Yeah.
And I asked, have they ever experienced a Christmas? And they said, no, never have. And they have some kids. And so I said, okay, we're going to do a traditional Christmas. We're going to wake up and we're going to celebrate
Wow.
Christmas. We're going to open up presents. We're going to have the Christmas breakfast. So I'm going to make pancakes, eggs, bacon, maybe some...
That's whole experience.
Yeah, some
like,
potato casserole and everything,
Oh my
like
God.
with some bacon in it. We love bacon in America, and
Yeah.
so I love bacon. But I thought that'd be kind of fun to do, and so that's what I'm looking forward to. Is I don't want to just because Christmas is the celebration of Jesus Christ, and I want to invite people to experience that. And so
Yeah.
I don't want it to just be me celebrating Christmas. I want us to celebrate and just to be a part of that. So I'm counting down the days. What do we got?
Yeah, that sounds so exciting.
19, 17
I think
days.
you're bringing the
so-
whole experience. Like that's a full experience.
Yeah.
Man, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be
Yeah.
fun. All right, what about you?
Yeah, for me, I'm planning to spend Christmas with friends up in Siteng. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to being there, and some more people are coming. So it's also about being in a community with
Yeah.
friends and just homey atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So really looking forward to that.
That's
Oh
good.
wow. Yeah, for our friends who may not know, the place Silink is another city in Mongolia.
Province.
Yes, another province. Yes. All right, we are in the UB, and Siling is another city, another province. Yes. For me, yes. I don't know. This year I'm so excited. I have so much expectation for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to inviting friends as well. I really want to do a lot of Christmas traditions that I have from my hometown. And also, yes, I'm gonna be cooking the Christmas chicken. Like it's like the whole chicken, like kind of like a soup, and yeah, with some sticky rice and thing like that. Looking forward to it.
It'll be fun.
Good.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the rapid questions. Are you ready
Okay.
for this?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point like that, and then we're gonna say, it, okay. So first, favorite Christmas song.
Bóg się rodzi.
Okay.
Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So.
Okay. Silent Night. I love that song. Yes. Favorite Christmas dish.
Pickled fish.
Pickled fish.
Schlecht.
Wow.
So
pickled
delicious.
fish.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
This fish.
Fish.
No,
It's a pickle.
it's-
Wow, pickled
It's
fish.
pickled fish. It's like sour fish. It's herring.
Like-
sour herring.
Okay,
Yeah,
sound
now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
interested. Like,
With
I want to
like
know how it's
different
made.
versions. Yeah, there are many different versions. It's just
How long does it
delicious,
take to make it?
delicious.
Is there like a
Well, you
process?
you buy the fish already. It's
Okay,
already
okay.
pickled, but then
Okay.
you can
Uh-huh.
add different things and then
Wow.
yeah,
pickled fish.
different-
Yeah, that's so
like my
new.
sister specializes
Nice.
in this. This is her Christmas
You're so blessed
Eve.
to have that.
Yeah,
sister.
Christmas Eve dish. She always makes that every year.
Amazing.
Okay. Turkey.
Turkey.
Meat. I like turkey.
Yeah, it's I call it the Mara traditional chicken soup. It's just amazing. Favorite Christmas treat.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Wow.
But cheesecake with like black, kind of like dark. Sorry, can I just describe
Yeah,
it? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
Okay, so it's like dark dough, then cheese, and then again dark dough, and then on top you have how do you call that? Icing.
Icing.
Okay.
Wow.
That sounds good. So mine is chocolate pie. I love chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
good standard chocolate pie.
So for me, we don't have a Christmas tree. Like, like we just have the. We usually make it in the New Year for some reason. We like the sticky rice cake. We can add all kinds of flavors. Usually, I love the banana flavor, but actually we don't do that in Christmas. Some people do it, but not really. Like, we don't have the Christmas tree, I would say. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, next. Best Christmas present you have ever received or given.
Yeah, being with my family is always the best gift.
Wow.
Gotcha. Being with my family is the best gift. No, it really is. But I think
Yeah.
for like present wise, it's kind of an odd one. But it was a jar of dirt. So,
Dirt.
Dirt. Like when you think dirt, you're like, what the heck? But
Yeah.
my dad gave it to me, and it was from the location of my favorite American football team. And so it's just, I know it's kind of an odd gift, but I was like, because my dad gave it to me, and he didn't explain it at first, and I'm like, you gave me dirt, Dad. So,
Yeah, this
and-
sounds patriotic. Like,
Yeah.
like this is my land. Like this is the
Yeah, but then
land
he
I was
explained
born.
it because I'd lived far away from
Yeah.
that hometown, and so to get that, I was like, oh, that makes,
Wow.
yeah, it was good. So still have it.
Wow.
One of my favorite gifts. So.
Yeah, for me it was bananas. 2 bananas actually. Yeah, it was in my village. It was just so lovely. The whole experience, the gift exchange was just amazing. I gave, I would say the best Christmas present I've given was a pumpkin, and I received bananas. So it was amazing.
Pumpkins and bananas for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Amazing.
Love it.
All right. Yeah, I think we've come to the end of the rapid questions, and we're gonna close with a Christmas song. But we're gonna try something special, something different. All right. So we're gonna try to sing "Silent Night" with 3 different languages. Okay, so I'll be singing in Mara song, Mara language, which is from India, a tribe in India, and then Parker will sing in English, and then Ewa will sing in Polish. Are we ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Zasidia, Zapadhai,
Round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all for today. Thank you. We will see you in the next episode. This is Peter.
Parker, this is our podcast, and we're
Okay.
so glad you came to be with us, and we look forward to seeing you again in the fourth one in January. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you all later.